Alright you guys, so today we're going to be reviewing Bowmar's new grip tape. I pretty much ordered this the first day that I could. The reason that I ordered it is because I think it looks super gimmicky. I thought that about the nose button too, and now I love the Bowmar nose button, so I don't want to repeat the bad judgment that I had previously on this new product, so I wanted to go ahead and try it immediately. I still think it looks gimmicky. That doesn't mean that it can't work, and if it works, then that's all that really matters. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this on my bow grip, and we're going to go out, take about 20 or 30 shots with it dry, see how it actually reacts to my hand in it after a decent amount of arrows, I guess. And then I'm also going to take a bowl of water out with me, and after those 20 or 30 shots, I'm going to dunk my hand in the water, leave it in there for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to take some shots with my grip wet. It says that it keeps the same feel and effectiveness wet or dry, so we're going to test that theory out so that I can get the same kind of feel that I would if the weather was bad, or it's wet or raining or drizzling or humid, or I was just super sweaty and my hand was clammy. Your hand gets clammy and then your grip basically turns into an icicle, and it just is super slippery. You can't get a consistent grip on your bow every single shot, so I don't like tacky tape, and they kind of advertise, from what I understand, that this is going to be kind of a tacky tape. We'll go ahead and throw this on the bow grip, we'll go outside and start taking some shots. Alright guys, so we got the grip on the bow. It's taped up just like the way that Josh from Bowmar Archery says to tape it up. It actually doesn't feel too terrible. It's not like a real tacky grip. It is a tacky grip, but it's not like really tacky. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot about 30 shots here with this grip on the bow, and then like I said, I'm going to dunk my hand in some water and see if this grip tape makes my hand start slipping on the grip a whole bunch. That's actually not that bad. I don't know. It's definitely a little tacky though. It's not like the tackiest thing I've ever had on my grip, but it's pretty tacky. It's really comfortable. It's not like a whole bunch of cushion, but it's a little bit of cushion. It's just like just the right amount of cushion, so that it's not like so cushiony that it causes inconsistencies, but it's not so tough that it's not comfortable. It feels really good actually. Definitely throwing a good group. Alright you guys, so let's go check it out. So I had two pretty terrible shots there at the beginning, just when I was trying to kind of get used to it. But for the most part, that group is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So I had 6x77, however you can possibly make that happen. That was 8 arrows, so we'll do 24 arrows. Oh well, I busted a knock on that end. Alright guys, well that was 24 shots and it feels just as good on that one as it did on my first shot. It's not degrading in any way. It does feel tacky, but it's not really super tacky. My hands stayed really dry during it too. I don't know why. Usually I'll get a little bit of clamminess, but it stayed really dry for those 24 shots. So we're gonna go ahead, stick our hand in some water for about 2 minutes just to see if that changes any after my hand's wet. So alright you guys, so we got a bowl of water here. I got a stopwatch ready. I'm gonna do it for 2 minutes just to get the water kind of soaked into my skin, and then we'll go ahead and take about 8 to 16 more shots and see how the grip does. Alright, so there's 2 minutes. Got a little bit of clamminess going on there. Alright you guys, my hand's still dripping. I'm not gonna shake it off. I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot a few shots while it's still dripping wet, because I want to see what it would do if it was like super rainy outside and I had no other option but to shoot in the rain with a wet grip. Feels a little slippery. Definitely a little bit slippery. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's not as bad as most tacky grips, but it's still slippery. It's so hot out here. My hand's pretty much already dry. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing with the water again before the next end. Alright, so let's do this again. It's really not moving around in my hand though at full draw. Like pushing and pulling, it's not affecting the way that it's being pushed into my hand. It's not wanting to kind of like slide out of my grip, which is how usually the tacky tapes work. So it's pretty good. That's a positive. Solid end. I think I shot another 80. My last end was an 80. I think this end's an 80 as well. Would I give it? Would I use it in a competition? Probably not. Would I trust it in a competition that there was forecast for rain? Probably not. Is it the best tacky grip tape I've ever used? Yes. It is the best tacky grip tape that I've ever used. And I don't know if it's like wicking or what, but my hand just like dries really fast whenever I'm using it. So I don't know if there's science behind it works, what they say with science behind it works, but it definitely does work pretty well for what it is. Would I buy it again? I would buy it again. If I was going to use it in a competition, I would probably need to build some confidence with it first, but it's really not that bad. Compared to what I thought it was going to be, it's actually pretty good tape. So I would suggest it if you're into tacky tapes, because it probably is the best tacky tape that I've ever used. But if you're not into tacky tapes, if you're kind of like me and you just want something that has a lot of friction and it works in all weather conditions, I like the friction tape better still. Alright you guys, so thanks for sticking through the video with me. The Bowmar Archery grip tape, I would give it best in class. Class meaning tacky tape, sticky tape for your bow grip. I still don't like tacky tapes very much, but I do like this one for what it is. So if you guys are into tacky tapes or sticky tapes, you should probably try this out. You might be surprised. I definitely was. But yeah, not super gimmicky. I think it's worth the money. You guys should give it a try. You might like it better than I do. So we'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for sticking around. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. Save the video to your watch later list if you're interested in referring back to this video later. We'll see y'all later.